My name is Ana Lucia Ruiz Contreras, and I am 22 years old. I am from Mexico City, Mexico. I haven't been back to Mexico in over like 18 years because I'm not documented. And I want to say that the the worst part of my life has started around when I was like 13 years old. When my dad decided that he was going to start molesting me. To come out about it once before with my mom and my two uncles and my brother, but my brother was the only one who believed me. My mom didn't believe me. So on Thanksgiving, I wanted to make something special for my dad and I, because he wasn't going to spend the Thanksgiving dinner with the rest of our family, so it was just going to be him by himself if I didn't stay with him. So we had Thanksgiving together and a Thanksgiving dinner together, and then that night he had done something that I was very familiar with, and then he took it an extra step when he raped me. When I woke up, a few hours later, it was probably around like 10 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I decided, you have to run away, you have to pack up your things, and you need to go, you need to get out of there. And so I packed up I packed up a few clothes in my duffel bag, and I slipped through my window, and I got in my car, and I left, and I went to the hospital, and in the hospital, the police are always investigating, and the doctors are asking you questions, and then they take you through this rape kit. And I feel like the worst part is that even though he wasn't there, he was still hurting me. Like he had done it for so many years, but even when he wasn't present, the pain was always there, and it was his fault. For months, I was in this really dark place because I had no idea where to look for support. I had no one really to talk to, no one really understood, and so most of the time I was out, I was always drinking, or I was looking for ways to distract myself from the pain that he had caused me, and so I caused myself my own pain. I felt like I hit rock bottom, but I feel like the thing about hitting rock bottom is that there is nowhere else to go but up, and I knew at one point when I had a really bad mental breakdown, this had to stop. I needed help. I needed to get out of here as soon as I could. So I started to look into maybe getting professional help, like therapy. I think I owe it a lot to therapy also, because there's so many instances and that I had so many memories that I have blocked out, or I didn't know what they meant, or or if I acted a certain way, I didn't know why I was acting a certain way, or why I thought a certain way. So therapy helped me see the bigger picture and, answer the questions as to why I was feeling this way. And it made me feel like, I wasn't crazy. I feel like another thing that helped was reading books. And reading books that talk about healing, and books that were also gifted to me about God, and, the way that he can be a father figure to me, towards having a relationship with God and letting him heal me in a way that no one else can do. So work and meeting Ms. Lillian, Miss Stephanie, it was just this whole encompassing of healing, and it was so beautiful. Work, I give it all to work also. So therapy, beautiful reading, healing books, and work. So right around I believe a week after everything happened with my dad, I got a work at Montessori Foundations of Chicago, and it's a little school. It's a fairly small school, but this school had these beautiful children that let me escape everything that I was going through, even on the days where I felt like I couldn't get up, or days that all I thought about was what my dad did to me, and all I could think about was the way I felt with when he touched me, and I feel like when I was at work, I could let that all go. I wanted to start, when I got all out of it, or I was starting to get out of it, I started this blog, almost like a diary. And so with this diary blog thing, I wasn't sharing it with anybody. I wasn't talking to anyone about it. I was just typing whatever I felt like I had to type at that moment. I think I wouldn't be this strong of a person if I did not have to survive that. I feel like I am more independent. I feel like if I were to go back to the 5 things that that you asked me is that I became independent, I became strong, and I became brave, and I feel like most of all I realized that I am innocent in all of this. I am innocent, and I am deserving of things. Like, I feel that was the bigger thing that I have to work on in therapy, is that I am so well deserving of all these things. And so and I think the most beautiful thing is that I did that for myself. Like, my body, my mind had to become this person so I can survive this, and so I can persevere, and this is who I am today. And I guess I'm really proud that I am that person, because I know I can get through this. And I know if I just keep working on it, and I keep opening my heart to the people who want to take care of me, to therapy, to my work, to church, like, I will come out on top. And so I feel like I am taking something good out of this awful, awful thing that has happened to me. And I don't owe it to him. He did nothing.